Hello everybody, welcome back to I Fix Old Stuff with Thomas Hughes. Got a quick tech video here for you today. When you're soldering, cleanliness is quite important. Solder will not stick to anything that is dirty. Okay? As you can see, my soldering tip here is quite dirty, and solder just won't stick. You won't get efficient heat transfer. Okay, so you must clean your soldering iron tip. A lot of the soldering irons come with these little sponge pads. I don't really like these because you wet this and then you use it to clean your soldering iron tip. The problem is every time you do that, you're cooling your soldering iron down. Okay, and then you've got to wait for it a bit to heat up. If you're trying to solder multiple pins, like maybe you're replacing a socket, that can slow you down and kind of slow down your workflow. You can order a soldering cleaning station that doesn't use that, but I'm going to show you a very cheap way to make one. So first of all, you need a glass jar. It has to be glass. In case maybe you've got an empty jar of relish, or you went and picked one up at the dollar store, just make sure it's glass. What can happen is you're going to be putting your soldering iron near this, and if you touch it and it's plastic, a lot of plastics release toxic smoke when they burn. Okay, so make sure it's glass, and then just pick up some brass cleaning brushes. Okay, let's see if I can get this open without hacking my finger off here. Okay, and all you do is just pile those in your jar. Okay, so in a jar this size, I can use 2 of them, like so. And that's it. It's that simple. Okay, if you have a jar like this, I picked this one up at the dollar store. It does say it's glass. So on a jar this size, you could probably fit 3 in. Let's try it. Well, 2 would probably work fine. If you wanted, you could put in 3. Yep. And there you go. You've got a very, very cheap solution for cleaning your soldering iron tips. So let's try it. First thing to do is put some solder on. The solder we use for this kind of application has rosin built in, which is a cleaner. That's what cleans your solder joint, right? And then all you do is just tamp it in your jar. Right, give it a scrape, and there we go. Right, nice and clean, ready to go. Okay, I find that very quick. And what I do find is that after a while, this little solder pieces will actually end up at the bottom, so it's very easy to clean. And as your top one gets full of solder, just pull it out and exchange it with one of the other ones. There you go. And these also come with a lid. So if you're traveling, you're putting this in your toolbox, put your lid on, and it keeps all the garbage inside. There you go. Nice, easy tip for you. Thanks.